Hello and welcome back to the Minetrek.net game server. This will be an update for the Fearless project. I went ahead and spent some time working on her, and I think I've got a preliminary. In fact, I'm pretty sure I'm liking what I'm seeing here. So let me go ahead and get back to solid form here. I've done some modifications to the neck. I actually added in this right here. This is a torpedo loader. So now they can load the torpedo magazine from the forward part of the crew neck, which I think is actually a pretty good addition. I added in an extra set of windows up here because I extended a lounge area. And overall, I mean, it's looking pretty good. I did a little bit of cleanup work along the the lines of the neck to give it just a bit more stable look. Beforehand, it kind of didn't really look so good. I honestly, if you look over there at the other build, you can see how it kind of meander angles up and stuff. But here it's straighter edges. I like this better. It gives it a more rugged look and everything else. But we'll go ahead and take a look inside now. I did go ahead and finish up the neck. I was going to record it, but it happened so quickly that I just, it took me like 15 minutes and I was done. No, you know how it is. But here we are on the main airlock deck. Of course, we'll go forward here in a second, but it basically just kind of walks around. This is not a change from the current model of the Fearless. This is just a little break room. I'm really not really liking the floor. I might go back and redo all the floors and stuff, but there's like a little office area right here. Then of course we have the JT tube access. And if we come forward, I kept the armory and the emergency lockers where they were at. In fact, I wanted to update these while I was here. There we go. And here we go into the forward torpedo launcher. Now as you can see, there's a lot more room in here because of course the turbolift has been moved. And so I went ahead and filled it out and gave it a little bit more torpedo space. I mean, it looks busy, but really it's not that complicated. It's just a space with a couple extra torpedo launchers in it, basically. This rack right here now. And of course you have the torpedo launcher herself. This is a fast loading torpedo launcher. It's a single loader, so it's boom, 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 that kind of a thing. But you got to remember, she also has the saucer torpedo launcher as well. But yeah, that's pretty much all I did down in here. And this right here, we go up one. This is torpedo storage. Oops, I forgot to replace that. And because of the changes, I now actually have a wall, an insulator wall, instead of the hole right there. I like that. That's a lot cleaner. I really do think it looks a lot better through here now that I can see the background and there's no hole there. There's just this insulation. So if the ship gets hit on the side, at least it has some armor now. And if we go up one more here into this area, you can see that I was able to extend this torpedo rack forward. Now this ship has a lot of torpedoes. Again, its primary assault is torpedoes. It's meant to get in there and fire a bunch of torpedoes off. And here's the torpedo loader. Basically the torpedoes will load in here, and then from here they can be transported down. Actually, I wanted to do this as well. There we go. And down through here and stuff like that, you can access this torpedo launcher, or torpedo storage magazine. And then here's the upper part of the torpedo storage magazine right here. Again, it's been extended forward. And then I added in this little break area or relax area, complete with a bathroom and a little replicator over here in the corner. And they can sit out there and look at the old Fearless, the Mark 1 Fearless or whatever it is. And if we come into here, since we now have a wall, we don't have to worry about this being, I just went ahead and finished the wall off and brought it around. Now these doors might change, but for right now I'm just going to leave them as they are. And I haven't finished yet laying in all the ladders going up and stuff, because showcasing stuff here, as you can see. Get out of here, come on. But come around in here, there's that little break area again. Walk through here, got a little alcove for working on isolinear chips. I added in some updated looking machinery for this H2O processing here. It's just a small tank, but it's basically waste management. If we go up one more, I haven't finished this area yet. I'm still working on this area here, but kind of give you an idea of what's going on here. What I'll do is copy basically what I have downstairs, and this will be the wall and stuff. I just haven't really finished updating this, but I did start doing this. So let's go ahead and close that off real quick. There we go. A little go in here and work on stuff sort of a thing. And I want this to have full on like that. There we go. And then I extended this break room here. And I'm thinking I'm going to probably figure out where to put a bathroom. I might get rid of this table. In fact, let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and part ways with that for right now. And all we would need really is, and we can get rid of this wall here, we'll get rid of that. That will become a solid block, and get rid of that because that won't be needed, and then this one will be like that, and this one would be like this. Something like that. And I guess we could. No, I'm going to leave no more than what we have there. We have enough replicators over there. Let's go ahead and grab our floor block here real quick. Then our sink thingy and finish that off. Then I grab gray wool because I can actually attach things to it. And I think before we do anything else here, let's go ahead and look. Where's my door block? There it is. And I need white wool. White terracotta will work. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That. Put our vent up. Whoops. Put our vent up, and just go ahead and grab the other wall block over here. The space shitter and the light. Okay. So, and our space pooper and our light. Now all we need is one block above us, and our sink block where you hide nets under here. I think that's the door I want, and the push to flush, which kind of stupid for a spaceship, but yeah, it is what it is. Alright, is this the right door? It is. Alright, so now we have our deck space shitter all installed. And come back here. Go up and down. Let's go ahead and go up one. And this also has a space shitter installed. And I want to grab, actually I don't know what block I want to grab. We'll go back here and grab it in a minute. Anyways, again, here's another lounge, just sort of kind of expanded. Most of the ship, the neck is lounge and transfer points for power and things like that. Let's go grab that. And let's grab that, and that. So, okay, and we'll go back down. Woo! Went down too far. Gotta go back up. Come on. Let me out. There we go. We're out. Alright. So, 1, 2, let's go ahead and put these all in. That is like that, so it has to be, there we go. And to the top here, like that. I'm going to leave this the way it is. And again, I can always come back through here and redesign this if I want, because I may not like the way that it's set up, but you know how it is. You have to try something. Trial and error. That's pretty much all this is at this point, is trial and error. Alright, so let's go ahead and you, come over here, you. Make sure, yep, okay, grab my controller and stick you there, think I want to. I think I'm doing this already, but I'm putting those there. I could be wrong. I could always have to come back, or I could retrofit whatever I'm working on to make sure that that's actually what I'm doing. Okay, all right. Then I want two controls there just for gigglers, and two controls here. Let's go with three. Again, I can always come back and take these out if I don't want them here, or up, do something different with them. Through here, like so, and then we just have to extend the roof ribbing to complete the area off. There. Alright, and I want to put, where are you at? A flow regulator right there, just so I can see what's going on. And that's pretty much how I've been doing it. I've just been taking advantage of the extra space. It's looking pretty good. I have to admit that, apart from, I have to recheck, make sure I got the right doors and stuff like that. But yeah, overall, I think the revision looks really good. Let's go ahead and go back up one. And then we'll go up another one. What I did in here is I removed, because I needed a space for the bathroom, so I removed the ladder on that side. It's kind of redundant. And I extended this room here, and if we step up in here, this leads off to the big room here. Now, I guess I could, if I really wanted to, go back through and horseshoe in like stairs and things like that, but I'm not going to. Again, that would, I think, I would want a completely different hall and revise it from ground up to do that, because that I think would work better with a full-size, larger hall than what I'm currently using. And then I can account for that space to begin with. And even though I could probably, if I really wanted to now, because I've taken out the turbo lift, probably come up with a way to run a gangway down through there and stuff, I'm not going to. I think I'll leave it the way it is. If they need to get down in there in a hurry, they can use the Jeffries tubes. And other than that, they can use the turbo lift. But, there's still, even though I did widen it, I could easily probably horseshoe back in here a way to get down. But we're not going to worry about it. Not yet, anyways. I might come back and revisit that at some other point, but not today. Anyways, we come back through here, and I extended these Jeffries tubes. So they come around like so, and they connect back to the regular Jeffries tube, and then, of course, the ladder that goes all the way down. And if we come back in here and go right here, come up this ladder and do a little maintenance area, and then there's this corridor right here that wasn't here before. And I kept this maintenance area, and I expanded it with this maintenance area, and then I have an office here for the engineer or whomever. And here's the turbo lift. If you look, it goes way down there now, and then we can go into the impulse bay. And then I have a storage locker right here, and each one of these are drawers. And I'm going to be honest with you, I'm thinking about revising all of my storage rooms, my emergency storage lockers, to having these drawers. And these drawers basically would have spacesuits or survival suits in them. And then maybe on one side, right now I'm just going to leave them as drawers, but maybe on one side have like a replicator and or a space toilet. In case you get locked in this room, you have food, you have shelter, you have food, you have environmental suits, equipment to fix the ship if you need to, like welders and, circuits, spare parts and things like that, a space pooper, and maybe even a space shower, who knows. But I'm looking at that logic, and I'm probably going to redesign it when we go back and start working on the new Enterprise E build. And if I do that, then I'll gotta go back through and retrofit everything else. But here's the impulse bay. I didn't do anything really different in here. Kind of left it the way it is. And if we come forward this way here and walk along the saucer here, you kind of get a feel for it. It's a nice ship. If you look over there, I wonder if the map program will... No, it's not going to let me do it. I was going to show you the deck style. But once M gives us the okay, I might break this deck out, or the ship out into deck layers as well, so that I have a map of it, and I can showcase the map. That was a holodeck, if you were curious. Holodeck. Yep, this ship here has 2 holodecks. Again, it's a modern version of 24th or late 24th century rebuild of a mothball 23rd century ship. Anyways, here's an RCS thruster room, and walk around here. We got a corridor that leads back towards a turbolift, and then comes around here. And these are like engineering departments and crew quarters. Crew quarters are signified with green, things like that. I try to, do the door marker thing, so when you walk along, you go, oh, red means something to do with something, like an airlock. Then in here we have like a little, just an emergency phase. Again, piston doors aren't working. Oh, those ones worked. Interesting. Well, maybe AMS enabled the redstone. Cool. They have blue here, which is, these are like decompression showers and stuff, and then you have a bathroom in here. And if isolation, it's like an isolation ward, and there we go. Okay, they're showing up. And if you go outside or you need to be isolated, you can be isolated right there, right off the airlock. Of course, you contaminate the corridor while you're going in there. Yeah. Well, at least you have space showers, that kind of a thing. But it is what it is. I mean, this is reminiscent of the NX class, but it's kind of cool. Then rooms, because they can easily lower the pressure in a corridor and seal off a corridor and use, force fields and things like that to keep things from getting where they're supposed to. So they can get in there and use that little isolation room and whatnot. But you get nice sized rooms here, complete with their little replicators and whatnot, and get a bedroom right here and their space bathroom. I forgot how many crew quarters are on this ship. I counted. There's nowhere near 400. Again, yeah, because a lot of those people in the original TOS, they would have to bunk up together. That ship just simply was not big enough to house that many people. These are like little detail changes I have to come through and make. When I see things like that, I must fix them because they just bug me. Interesting. Let's go ahead and... That's odd. That is really odd. I think it was this door. No, it's the purple one. How about you? No! How about you? There we go. We'll leave it with birch. You got a bedroom right here. I hate seeing the hall, but there's nothing you can really... I mean, I have my ways of hiding it and whatnot, but you just... At some point, you just gotta throw your hands up in the air and go, I gotta live with it, It is what it is. And we got more crew quarters and stuff this way here, and even more bathrooms, space bathrooms. Things get turned around. You got to go back through and double check everything. It looks like because of the update to the server, most likely we're going to find little oddities like that where doors are kind of out of place or things got flipped wrong. It's just the way it is. You can't get away from it. Minecraft is constantly evolving, and M has to evolve the server with it because that's just what you do. Come through. Actually, you can see it from right here, but I still have the space pool, the swimming pool, and the little Delta A here for I don't know why, but look out there at my old spar base. Made that way back in 2012, I believe. Yeah, 2012, I think it was. Along through here, and then there's a stairwell, sort of a stairwell down to the escape locker, to the escape pod sections, and all through here is all escape pods. Come back up, walk along through here again, and see if I can remember where those minor little fixes were I had to make. adjustments. Again, you could walk through, you can build your ship, you can be very proud of it, you can walk through it, and you will, no matter what, at some point have to, you can find thousands of mistakes. In fact, I think mistakes are never ending because of the fact that they're never ending. Okay. No matter how many times I've gone through these builds, I'm constantly finding things that are needing to be fixed and tweaked and adjusted. And that's part of the thrill of it. I never find these things when I'm just looking, but the moment I start recording, that's when they all surface and show up and drive me nuts because, you know, that's what they like to do. Again, just walking through here. Another little, let's see if this one works. This one wasn't the one that worked yesterday. Yeah, it's working now. I wonder, I can go outside and check outside to make sure. Oops, I wanted to update these while I was here. Constantly in the process of updating stuff. I'll fix the other side later. I'll just go back over there and fix it later. But yeah, you're going to constantly come through and find things that need to be fixed, adjusted, tweaked. And I mean, I can walk through here and, like with this door, just have to reposition it again. Then I'll come back down here and there's RCS thrusters, and there's the that, and then we have this room right here. Just that there. Occasionally these signs will repopulate as you walk along. They just pop in. I don't know. I think that's a known bug, and M's aware of it and whatnot. Actually, I think it was in here somewhere, wasn't it? Yeah, it was right here. Now, I could do one there, but nah. Anyways, that's pretty much it. I mean, just walk along at this point and look for things to fix and whatnot and see what I could do and everything else. This is one of those builds that I'll keep tweaking and just keep working on and keep working on and keep working on because I enjoy it. I mean, it's my favorite ship for decompressing. And I still, to this day, enjoy walking along and looking at it. And I'm very pleased with the remodel of her, the last remodel, and I'm kind of happy with this current remodel. This is the sick bay area. Again, the signs have been devalidated. And this is part of sick bay. There's a whole deck below us. It's also sick bay as well. Got your operating rooms and whatnot. And I when I went back through and I remodeled her from the original ship to this model, now to the previous model to this version, now this version, it's been a lot of fun. I have to admit, I highly recommend that if you build something, go back and occasionally just revisit it and, you know, just keep revisiting your stuff because you never know. You might learn new things, and these new things are a lot of fun to work with. And like I'm doing currently, go along here and actually now I have to go back through the ship and make sure I use the right block because I'm a dupe. I'm a doof. But yeah, I don't do this stuff. This is kind of fun. I will go back through and double check all my builds, especially when I record. Sometimes I see things that I've done, like, oh, I forgot to do that, or I did that wrong, or whoops, I missed that block, and whatnot. So it is what it is. But fly out through here, and you can see it looks a lot cleaner. It's a lot easier for those fighters to get out now. It doesn't really change much, and it just looks cleaner. It looks better, in my opinion. I'm really liking how this revision work went. Anyways, I do appreciate you taking the time to watch. Again, this is the Minetrek.net game server. This has been part of the Fearless project, and have a great day. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.